the most important part of the brain is where you reprogram your subconscious, because that's where the identity that you have about life, about how you perceive yourself and what things you deserve. Especially me and you, we lie to the rest of the people if we don't believe that we deserve what we have now. Even let's say if I'm a loser now in some aspects of my life, I realized I could be more, and I was a little bit depressed, I can say, in this way that I could be more, but I always had something behind the scenes that will not let me work. Some attachments about bullshit things, or to not take my time seriously, to not be aware of the things that really matters. I realized the few things that I have to do is to stream, is to go to the gym, is to have ideas, to paint as many images in my mind, and to water the seeds that I want to grow, and never be negative. You can only be positive and neutral. You can be positive when you are in the house, and you can be neutral most of the time. What neutrality means, it doesn't matter if something good or bad happens, because you realize things happens for you, not to you. So you can be in a flow state, and everything that will happen for you, it will be a game, because this is what life is. You just train your character, and the more you train yourself, the more lucky you are. And why I say to not be negative is because you just lose energy. Imagine why to create negative outcomes that doesn't even make sense. Like, your mind can be your biggest propaganda machine and your best friend, or it can be your
Your
biggest
enemy.
enemy, and you decide how to you program your mind, because you can always take the brave choice and to do something, to make a move that will change your life forever. Even now, I will tell you guys, because I have moments, especially now when I'm in flow state and I can talk. I have days where I have brain fog and I don't have the energy to do it, but I realize it's because too much scroll on TikTok. I was on the gym grinding, learning nutrition, learning about fascia, learning about nervous system, because I had a problem with my shoulder and the left meniscus, and I just had to learn how to solve all the problems. I did this part, but the money is the biggest part of it. You have to focus first on the money, and the rest will come. Of course, you have to go to the gym, you have to move your body, because the more you are in motion, the more you are in flow state. If you just rest in your room thinking about how you'll change your life, the more you lie to yourself, because you can't imagine a better life if you stay in your room all day. How you create scenarios is where you play the game, and the things will come to you if you are willing to take L's, to do something and to learn. If you look at things, you have few years where you have to be a loser to learn the game and to exploit it as much as you can. And if you think all the people that made it in life, they had so many mistakes. They was conscious, they was aware about what they did, you know. You have to see everything as part of the game and for what you prepare, you know, in the future where you'll have the date with that girl that you really like. You'll talk at the table with people that really matter, and all these talks, small talks, it's important to have this skill, because you can scale into every conversation if you are good at talking about whatever you talk. Every bullshit doesn't matter. And my main point is, now I'm gonna focus on making money and changing my life. I'm 21 and I want to start this at 19, in the first year of uni, when I moved into this city. And I always run away because I thought I'm not good enough, my English is bad, I don't look the way I want to look, I don't have. It was always something in my mind, a negative scenario, and that's why I'm here to tell you everything is an illusion. If you decide from now that you are good and you linger in the feeling, you have an image painted into your mind where you can actually do it, and it's casual, you'll have it. It's not about magic, even if in Bible it's not something, maybe it's 50-50. Believe it and you should receive it. When you believe in things and you really see yourself having them now in the present moment, you act like you have them already. Guess what will happen? You are just few layers until you'll have them. Because when you manifest things, it's not in time, it's in synchronicity. The more you believe, the more you'll go into that way. This is the law of positivity. This is the law of attraction. You attract things that are at the same scale as you. If you are, let's say, on the scale of consciousness, if you feel loved, if you are like neutrality and you can scale it, but to have to be above it. You'll attract these kind of things. If you live just in a, this is how I call it, red state, where you live only to go to work and to eat, you don't have a bigger purpose, you are a zombie, present physically, but spiritually you are dead, you'll attract these kind of scenarios. If, especially when you became aware about them, you'll be more miserable if you know better and you do the same things, because you know better and you don't apply it. Of course you'll hate your life if you don't improve and you know better. That's the difference between having the knowledge and putting the work to actually do something about it, and to just have knowledge and to do nothing about it. Because when you know something and you know, oh, it will be better to go to the gym, you don't even have to know all this kind of esotericism. And what esotericism mean, because I didn't say it, is 1% of the people know about all these kind of things. Especially in the past, people paid money or to join a cult to learn about those kind of things. It's like hidden knowledge. This is actually the definition of it. The most important thing that you can focus on is the way you breathe, because the way you breathe, it will automatically form your reactions to things, or the way you perceive things, how aware you are, if this is the term. And you can be conscious, so you don't react out of impulses. You react because first you think and after you react. It's thinking, feeling and willing.
Bro, when you talk, I don't have
learn.
brain fog. I don't know how to tell you.
That's the most
Like
important thing.
I fully focus about the topic you talk, and nothing else exists in those moments.
In the background,
I
you
just
are focused.
internalize what you say.
Yeah, because you learn something and those things was meant to meet you. Because if I'll talk now about bullshit from school or whatever, you'll be aware of other stuff, you know, not my kind of things. But the most important thing here is, especially now, I thought I'm not good enough when I talk about those things. Because I thought, yeah, maybe my English, maybe the way I explain it, I saw people on internet.
Bro, you explain it perfectly.
So the main thing, this is what I had to implement. I had a problem with, I had high expectation from me, but at the same time it was a scam, because those was illusions to make me not be in emotion. It's the difference between being active and passive. And as I always said, I rather be active and destructive than frozen and passive, because I used to be in my room for 2 fucking years. Of course, I was active sometimes to go approach girls, talk with people, but most of the time I wouldn't resonate with most of the people that I will talk. It was basic conversations, just small talk that I didn't care about, and I realized, oh, so the most important stuff is to create a name for me, so I can surround myself with people that are the same as me. Oh, so I gotta embrace the fact that most of the people are not like me. It's not like I'm special, but most of the people, they don't want to integrate their shadow. The shadow is when you understand, you become aware of the things that you run away from. Let's say when you talk with someone and you can't look into their eyes, it means you didn't integrate your animus. So you are passive about something that you should be active. These are the elements. You run away from something, you have low self-esteem. So when you understand that, you have to integrate the masculine and feminine principles and to be in balance, because if you're too masculine, you'll burn out. If you're too feminine, again, you'll burn out. You'll be a weirdo. When you have them in balance, people will just casually like you. You don't force things, you are just who you are and you're natural. That's especially, that's what I didn't realize. A big part of my life I was fake. I was trying to go into groups of people and talk with them, resonate with them, just to see how it is, but I never was having the feeling that I can resonate with them, only on some kind of scenarios, like topics.
Yeah, you didn't feel you belong there.
Yeah, and when I found the people, oh, I'm not the crazy one, because this kind of people can relate with me. The way you water those images in your mind, that actually create your reality. Is when I realized, oh, I'm not the problem. These people, they don't have the consciousness to perceive these kind of things. They can think about some stuff, and I had to accept the fact that okay, this is their capacity, I have to respect them. It's not like, I'll try to blame them for something that they are not. I'll just see them as what
You
they are.
just accept them like they are, and
Yeah, to
you
be
know how to
objective.
set your expectations from them.
Yeah,
Because
and to
if you
not
know,
force it. Someone's potential, it's an illusion. You think they have the capacity to do it, but maybe it's just an illusion, They should work and put in the work. Yeah, of course you can. The more you scale yourself and the more you love yourself, and due to the inner work, the more you'll attract those kind of people around you, and you can see the potential in others. But first you have to be someone and to do something. Imagine now if I'll
of course.
go, I have the mindset, I have the knowledge, I have everything. I just have to be conscious and to just be here consistently and to be aware of what I'm saying so I can speed the best game. That's the main thing when I realized what's my purpose on this life is to make other people's lives better, is to inspire them to be more. I have to take this thing where, okay, it doesn't matter how much I lose, especially who I am as a person. I know first I have to embrace the fact that I will not be the best, but if I do it every single day, I'm gonna improve. It will always be some worm that will have an opinion about what I do. People from my past, people from high school that can relate. I understand that most of them will never do something big with their life, and I have to respect their limitations because it is what it is. This is the reality and you can't do nothing about it. Especially when I see those people that they say we all gonna make it. No, that's the biggest lie that you will ever tell to someone. The ones that they are in love with the game, they embrace the fact that they have to wake up tomorrow doing more mistakes, learning more about themselves, exploiting the game, and just being there in the present moment. If you are not aware of these kind of things, if you are not a bit, you have to be all in if you want to make big changes. If you are not conscious about the decisions that you make and you don't see patterns in everything, you will never make it, because it's just an illusion in your mind. You think you are creative, you think you have all these things, and you in your mind you say, yeah, I'm good. Why I'm not like whatever streamer? Why I'm not like Zerka, Lambton? Why I'm not with these people? But you are in your room doing nothing, postponing about the moves that you have to make. So of course life will treat you. It's cause and effect. If you'll be a retard on internet first time, but if you have something to say, people will relate with you. It doesn't matter what's your message. Especially with what I have to say. This is something, it's a part of me. If I will not say it, I will be dead inside. It's not cause I want to be perceived as whatever. I'm just me. And I enjoy to be on a stream, to be on a podcast. I already imagine myself being there, and I already have the energy to do it. And the most important thing that you can do when you pray to God to give you things, don't pray for fucking cars, for whatever. Pray for the energy to have those things. When you have the energy, the things will come to you. You never chase them. It's just a state that you are. The more you water those seeds, the more they will grow. The more you can linger in the feeling and it's casual for you, the more you'll be in that reality. You tune into that reality. You don't chase, you have it. A version of yourself that already exists in the universe, that you have to match the things that version of yourself do. You can't be a winner if you stay in your room 10 hours a day scrolling on TikTok and you say, oh, but God want me to be a loser. No, you decide. And when I say this, is you are the creator of your reality. I don't say the creator of the universe, the world, that's God, and the kingdom of God is within you. You are the creator of your own reality, with the thoughts that you have, with the way you perceive life, with the way you breathe, the way you sleep, what you eat, what people you have around. All these things is like more things that you connect so you can make it. It's never one thing. There are more elements that you combine so you can create something. But the most important is to be in emotion, to just do something and to learn. Imagine now, I'm 21 and my biggest regret was what I do with my fucking life, where I am. And to see all this potential, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm the biggest fan of myself. I really like who I am and who I'm gonna be in the future.
You are your biggest propaganda machine.
Yeah, the same Kanye said. Imagine me, Mike, to come and say, yo bro, I'm the best at this. I'm gonna be the first person to like, to enjoy his attitude. Even if he fails, let's say if he says into his mind, I have all the bitches, or I make money. In the beginning, if he doesn't make, it's not a problem. The first step is to already see yourself as being that, so you're gonna act that way. You don't have to let the outer world to change the perspective that you have inside. You don't have to let the outer world to change the way you react to things. You want to be calm, and you want to analyze first, so you can take a decision. The more you
with
do
your
this,
conscious, not with your conscious.
that's how you, especially when I said when you go and approach girls, if you talk calm and you're direct dismissive, you can have them. Don't give a fuck. It's the same thing with the subconscious, because the subconscious is feminine. So if you want to reprogram it, you have to lower the anxiety of the body. How you can do that is by being calm and perceive everything as a game. And no matter what happens, you're neutral. It's a win, it's a lose, doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your inner state, because that's the most important thing that you have. When you reflect on things, you perceive them as a part of the puzzle. You want to wake up. You are full of energy. When you was a child, and I know when I was a child, let's say, and I played Fortnite, I wanted to wake up in the morning, the parents to go to work, and to be there lurking like and playing Fortnite. I will wake up full of enthusiasm. I will wake up at 7 in the morning and just pretend that I sleep when they will go to the work, to just go there and play. But I was in my mind, so I would just wait to not sleep, to wake up and to do it. Okay, you want to create content, just go take the camera now and do it. Don't be like me to do like fucking 2 years of being passive. I tried to stream, I was here sometimes, I burn out, I didn't enjoy because I tried to be perfect, to explain everything. In my mind I thought I have to be this element, this, and I did nothing for fucking 2 years. Imagine where I will be now with 100 more videos recorded, the experience, the way I talk, the people that I could meet. That's the thing, it's never too late.
Bro,
if you are
you
alive.
started to be a little bit on the negative side. Like imagine,
Yeah.
no, you made a mistake, you learn from it, you charge it to the game, and you move on. Now you know better how to do what you have to do, how things work. You studied other stuff, you got a lot of knowledge, so you don't have to become a little bit on the negative side.
The same as I said, I have days, I told you guys, to the people that will watch the stream, I'm not perfect, I don't want to be perfect, it's an illusion, but the main thing is to be yourself and to embrace the fact that who you are, you know? People have to meet who you are, because you don't give a fuck about the people that have money but they don't have the attitude, they are not themselves. You care about them because they are authentic. Subconscious is 100 more times smarter than the consciousness, because that's where you plant the seed that will grow if you water it. When you go to sleep, it's just there. You stay 8 hours sleeping just like that. When you wake up and you had a great night, you will wake up feeling rejuvenated. But if you sleep in a state
Like
where
shit,
you was
you'll wake
negative,
up.
you will wake up 10 times more depressed, because that's what you watered. For you people to understand, they are your thoughts. A seed is your thought, and those thoughts, most of them are not your. They are thoughts from other realities, like from your old self that was a loser. And let's say you want to stream, you want to go to the gym, you are that guy. A version of yourself from past will perceive this as the shadow, and you let that beat you. So you'll act like an idiot if you listen to that voice. You have to not let reflect on you and to just act the way you are now. You have to create the momentum. When you have the momentum, don't let that thing to go. Keep it. And what I mean with all these things is to not worry in a state. Even in the Bible, I think it's telling to us 365 times, do not worry. Imagine how important it is. Why we have to worry about so many bullshit things that doesn't even matter. Why we can't be grateful, wake up in the morning, don't fucking take your phone, let it there, have 1 hour where you use your imagination so you can think about things, you can plan your day, and you can lower your anxiety to zero. And that's where you start to build your life. If you have a bad base, you can't build, it will collapse. But if you start from scratch, you can scale it, bro. If you have a good base, you can go to the moon. You can do something about it. But that's the most important thing. How you wake up, what you do after, and when you sleep, you want to have a good sleep. You want to be in the state of, I already have everything, and to just be casual. Everything has to be casual. and you'll see after 3 days most of the time that things will find you out of nowhere, and you can't explain because you never learn about how the mind works, how you attract things. That's why you don't have to worry in a state. And when I told you these guys, I talk with myself as well, because I know I have to listen to me, and I have so much knowledge that I want to teach people on the internet. But at the same time, when I told to you guys everything here, I want to be a test. I want to be, you know, everything that I said, I have to apply now because I told you to do it. So I will be a worm if I will tell you, be this, be that, and I'll go and act like a pussy, you know? That's the most important stuff. You have to double down on everything that you said. It doesn't matter how much it will hurt. Long term, you will win if you don't betray yourself. Because that's the biggest sin that you had all your life. You betrayed yourself for fucking nothing. Because you decide you're a piece of shit. And you had low self-esteem. Especially when I said this, I talk with myself. A big part of my life, I lied to myself and I was a pussy about so many things. And now when I am aware of things and I perceive the good and bad in others, I realize people are mirrors, and whenever I see something in them, good or bad, it can be the golden shadow, people that are better than me, and I'm happy for them because they do well. I realize that I can do like them and be like them. Or your shadow, where something makes you angry if you look at someone else. That's the parts of you that you didn't integrate it and you run away from. And when you do that, your shadow will grow and you will hate your life more and more and more. Because about life, you can know so many things and you'll be more miserable, because the more wisdom you have, if you don't apply it, you'll feel like a fucking loser. That's why I'm about learning 20% and do like for 80% of the time apply, shoots as many shots as you can. That's what I'm gonna do with streaming. That's what I'm gonna do with approaching girls. That's what I'm gonna do in the gym. I will treat every single thing as a gym session. Don't give a fuck. I tried. I was there doing my best.
Yeah, you attack basically.
Yeah, you just have to attack, because the more
You
shots you
showed
shot,
up there,
yeah.
and it still counts. Everything you do still counts, even if you don't see the best results all the time. It still counts.
And that's the thing. You don't have to compare yourself with the average guy. You have to compare yourself with the people
The
that
best guy.
are top 1% or people that are above you. Because you have to be aware of the fact that most of the people in the beginning, they had big, there was, yeah, I'm gonna make it, but most of them spiritually they die few years. They just live as zombies without consciousness, being present physically, but spiritually they are dead. You don't want to be like them. And I promise to you, if you have something in your mind, do it for yourself. Just think you live once. And even when I talk now, I talk with myself, especially because I give advice to myself now. When you think you only live once and you don't even know how much time you have, bro, you'll fucking be dead in 50 years from now if you are lucky. Why you don't do whatever you want? Why you don't charge it to the game and just exploit as much as you can the fucking potential that God gave you? Why you have to be so in your mind? Why you have to be so passive? Why you have to think about so many outcomes that will never happen? It's just an illusion. The illusions that you have can be good or bad. You can have an illusion that you are the best, or you can have the illusion that you are a worm and you don't deserve nothing. And realize the way you treat yourself, that's the same how people will treat you. Because when you love yourself, others will love you as well. When you work for your dream and you really think that you deserve it, other people will come into your life out of nowhere and they will help you do whatever you want. Those people will work for your dreams. If they don't work for your dreams, they will work for someone else. That's why when you have an idea, someone else can have that idea as well if you don't go and apply now. That's what you have to do. You have to embrace the fact that even if it's good or bad, you are grateful because you had the idea. You are grateful because you are on this earth. You are grateful because you have the capacity to understand things. You are grateful because you are healthy, because you have so many things around, because your parents are good. When you called your parents last time to talk with them, yeah, sometimes I'm an asshole and I talk like a retard. Maybe they treat me in a way that I don't want. But that's my problem because I took it personally, or because I just react out of impulses. It's their first time on this earth. You don't have to make people perfect into your mind. Be objective and see them as human beings, and except when they are wrong about stuff, people like friends, family, whatever. Your problem is to increase your skills, to believe in yourself, is to reflect the good in everything that you do, is to never stress about things that doesn't matter, because there are two types of being stressed: about bullshit because you are a worm, or about being stressed because you have to put in the work in your business or whatever you do. And even now I realized, if you'll put me now on a podcast, this was my biggest problem. I wanted to be big from the beginning. If you'll put me now on a podcast, I can speak for 3-4 hours because I'll be in flow state. If you'll put me to do the things from like in the beginning, yeah, because the doubt will come. That's what I have to do now, and I run away from myself to do these kind of things for a few years, and no one else will come and manage those kind of things for you. No one wake up and, oh, I want Patrick to be the biggest streamer and to speed game for a few hours and changing people's lives, because most of the people and no one else has the vision that I have. Even let's say if Mike he can relate with my ideas, he doesn't have my vision. I don't have his vision. I can think what is good for him, I can give an advice, but he knows better than me what he really wants, what is his soul. Sometimes of course I can give advice, but sometimes it's just your path to walk alone, and it's just you, and most of your life you will gonna be alone, and you'll have a war inside you. Charge it to the game and implement everything and make like a song. Dun 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 dun. That's the flow state. You'll not think about bad outcomes if you are fucking present in the moment and you do what you enjoy. Because that's the thing. Most of the people do things that they don't like. They only live once and they will die feeling miserable because they decide to not be their most authentic self. And I don't want to be like that. I prefer to piss everyone off rather than to fake, to wear a mask and to be a nice guy that is fake. Because most of the people, if you'll give them power now, you'll give them whatever they perceive as being powerful, they will be fucking assholes and bullshit. They think they have power and they can act stupid with everyone else. I already perceive myself as someone successful. The way I talk, the way I walk, the way I do whatever. I believe in who I am and in my vision. Kingdom of God is within me, God is with me. Who I am, to not believe in me and in God. Imagine the doubt that you have is not even from God. Everything that is bad is not from God. So if you doubt yourself, it's because you in past you water the seeds of being a loser. And that's your reality. And how you can change that is by just reflecting on the way you are aware of the things around you. I wasn't brave enough. I didn't have the courage to exploit it because it was this or that. It doesn't matter. One day I'm gonna die and will never have the opportunity to do what I want now. You thought he created this reality for you, but all this time it was you that you decide to be that. As I said, you create your own reality with the thoughts that you have, with the way you react. Everything is cause and effect, and the laws of the universe exist. And never give up on your dreams. Do things that you like, that you really love, and if you don't enjoy them, stop doing them as fast as you can. Wake up in the morning, take 1 hour. Let's say if you wake up at 6 because you have to go to work, wake up at 5 and 1 hour stay with your thoughts and analyze why your system is so fucked, why you have so many problems, where is your antivirus. That's the kind of things that you have to do, not scrolling on TikTok.